That's already recorded? Oh, shit. All right, well, damn. We cracked up here. All right. Oh, look at shoes. What a selection.
Hey, my first Air Forces ever.
I like the let's say, variety in outfits here, man.
Yeah.
Like, y'all kind of got the rock band thing going on. Am I talking to a rock band here? Okay, a
little bit.
Yeah,
We can rock.
3, 2. Hey, what's up, Guan? Bonjour, famille. Bump Jonas here, and I'm about to have a dope-ass conversation with...
Your boy, Donny Tewhigh.
Teague.
Schwinn, punk-ass kid.
Come on, man. You can't keep a serious face when he says punk-ass kid. I love that shit. All right. I'm going to make this is a direct question, but I don't mean it to come off rude. Who the fuck are you? What do you do? And why?
Yeah, so my name is Donny Tewhigh. I've been making music for a while now in KC. I've been doing shows for a while, but like I feel like this is the time of the year in my career where I start like really taking things seriously and taking things to the next level with everything. And these are my guys. Schwem and Teague. They've been there from pretty much the get-go. I just met Teague probably like a year or two ago, just at a random show with Schwem, and just really from there, it's just like what I was telling you earlier with Schwem, like it just takes one time,
right? And
then we just kind of like know that it just kind of clicks, and the business, bro. Like there's so many artists out here, and like we meet so many artists, and it's hard to differentiate which ones are actually going to take things seriously and really be about it and stuff. And these are it. These are some of the best people in KC. I swear to God.
All right, so Schwem and Teague. That alone sounds like a sitcom or something waiting to happen. Just
it does.
You know
what I mean? We got a video coming out
names.
soon that's going to be based off of a sitcom. So.
I'm just saying. All right, so what do you guys do, and what's your, I think we can kind of tell from the scenario set up here, right? You kind of got this sort of rock star, troll, punk star kind of energy, right? Lead singer almost, right? But then we look over here, and I feel like there's more here. So what's happening? What are you guys bringing to the table?
Same thing, really. I mean, we're all multi-talented, so we can all sing and write songs.
Oh shit! Okay.
Lyrically, we all have our own careers as solo artists.
Okay.
But we're also instrumentally talented. Like he plays guitar at least. I play drums. He plays drums and guitar and whatever else. He also makes beats and stuff. So, I mean, we're really like multi-talented, and that's part of why we're so drawn to each other, because a lot of people, they'll rap or they'll sing or they'll drum, and that's their thing.
Right.
But we're just like not like that. We're just like a mixed plate.
Because you guys can, and yet you guys are all really, ultimately you're all speaking each other's language in one way or another.
And so when you get more than one person who's like that on the project, it just seems to really like light it up and give it something special.
Okay.
Like I said, we're like the New Age Beastie Boys, man.
I love, New Age Beastie Boys. I fuck with that. Let's sprinkle some salt for that shit.
That's actually a good comparison.
Okay, now you guys mentioned project, and so I know there's projects out. I know Schwem has got shit out. I'm gonna go find Teague. I know you got stuff out, but you got stuff on the way as well for Donny. But what is this?
Yeah, so I'm dropping an album called Pass The Retrograde, and it's like my first like easy core instrumental, like metal, fast paced, not like anything like like heavy screaming type stuff. It's just not in my forte essentially, but but just like just fast, high paced energy stuff, and Schwem is like throughout my life, he's been one of the most energetic artists on stage I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and I always feel like if you're gonna be a solo artist on stage, like you need to have the presence of a band. Like I don't care if you are by yourself, that's fine, but like you need to be able to like have the presence by yourself like as a band. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to be like running around like the Tasmanian devil. Schwem.
I'll spin.
No, you spin, bro. You go everywhere. But no, I mean, even if you are, that's awesome. But I was gonna say, just if you're not, then like your music at least needs to speak for itself. And out here in KC, bro, there's so many rappers, bro. There's so many rappers,
so many cookie cutter rappers.
So many rappers.
They're like trying to
and I'm not. It's no hate because like I have so much rap music. So does he. Like that's what we like started on. And it's just like as we get older and as like time goes on, and like you said earlier, like the scene of the new world is everything's changing. So it's like we all have to kind of like adapt. And our solo careers have been awesome. They've been fun. But like when we're with each other, there's like an energy there that's not there when we're by ourselves. We've all realized. And like you even said, what I'm saying, like it's just the vibe and the way we look, like it feels like a band. And it's like So just recently, we've just kind of just decided, like, dude, from here on out, like when we do shows, like we're doing it with each other from now on.
Oh,
and
shit.
like I mean,
That's
as
hard.
much as we humanely can, you know what I'm saying? But like for the most part, like we're talking like bringing the instruments on stage, like whether it's my song, his song, like we all have songs, and even if it's a rap song, like we still like can write things to the rap songs and like have the instruments going and shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. Look at the Roots. Look at the Beastie Boys. Like, I mean,
exactly.
Which see the levels to that metaphor is about to get thick, right? Because you guys have rap background, you guys have instrumentation backgrounds, but I'm sure there's rock and punk rock and all kinds of different variations, right? So. Okay, that the Beastie Boys thing really hits though. I'm just saying that's a good one. That's a fucking good one. All right, so let me ask y'all, what's your breakfast routine? What is? Hold on. Let's take a step back. Do you have a name for your group?
See, there we go. There we go.
Are we doing it?
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
You know what? That works perfect for you. That fucking really, I love that.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what it's like. It's like
that.
spelled like one word, so it's not like a bunch of words. It's like WURRALLGUNND.
We're all gonna die. Just
it's
like run it together.
Giant word. Yeah, ran together. Like
he's from New Jersey or some shit. Like,
we're all gonna die.
Me and him were talking about that in like 2018 or something. We were like, man, he was saying he wants to like start like a rap group or something, and so we were like, all right. And then he had that idea, and then he was like, so if you listen just like to the audio of like movies and television and shit, you're gonna hear it everywhere. And ever since that conversation, I've heard it in like almost every movie I've seen.
Just recently, I literally saw. I think it was The Wild Robot, and they fucking said The Wild Robot too.
Somebody is saying we're all gonna die in movies, and it's been like that way since the 50s. It seems like so. It's like
so this is perfect. I love. Okay, the level of intentionality in y'all shit is pretty good. Or
which you're now a part of, by the way. We never talked about it, but you are part of We're All Gonna Die.
I will say this. I did get on stage with Schwem at, what was that, like a month?
It's September.
Yeah. And played we were up there for like an hour, right? Mm-hmm. And I just went up with like a general idea of what I was going to do and just played on the whole set, and it went awesome. So we've already been like, we put it on stage a little bit.
And I've seen them.
Okay.
I saw them for the first time together, and I have a music video called XOXO Tic Tac Toe, and like there's like little clips of them in it, and like it's him and this guy named Flex. He's the drummer. Shout out.
Oh yeah, I know Flex the drummer. Yeah.
And it just opened my eyes so much because I've always loved that kind of music and shit, and just watching my friends do it, I was just like. Oh. I was like, that should be me, dude.
We should all be
I should be up there with you guys. And like, I was like, and so I decided to make an album that's like nothing but instruments and like energy. So that way, when I have my stuff too, I can have people like help me
bring your people in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now speaking of people, we skipped over you, Teague, and I apologize. We were doing Smith and Teague, Schwem and Teague, and we got Schwem. So break us down a little bit. What do you bring, and why? Why are you here?
Has an extensive background here.
So I've been in music for a long time, and as a singer, as more recently engineer and producer. I did a couple songs with Schwem. Donny came through and we were all going to go play a show one night, and we got him on one, and that was the first time we'd all like kind of been in the room together in a studio setting, and it went really cool. Like I had a beat, I had some stuff kind of lined up, and they both just jumped on it like in the 45 minutes before we went to the show.
Oh wow.
Came out really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I would say that what I'm bringing to the table is, my ear and experience, and then I have the ability to produce and to get good quality vocals. I like to throw out ideas and
amazing artists too.
Just be a part of the creative process.
Okay.
He's really downplaying it.
He's a good
Because I'm wearing like Phil Spector type shit over here.
All the other things that are really good about him, but his music also fucking amazing.
People don't realize that he's worked with people like John Feldman. You know what I mean? Who's done like every emo album you've ever heard.
Okay.
And
like, you're a well-rounded motherfucker. There.
I was signed to Warner Brothers at one point when I was like 19.
When you were 19?
Yeah.
Say it. Tell them what we talked about in the car.
That band is amazing too.
What, the Ritz video? Okay, so the video for Indestructible, they didn't know. I just showed it to them. But like me and my girl are like the lead in the video. And we like rob a convenience store in the video.
I watched it when it came out.
Okay, so somewhere in this area, We're gonna clip in the video.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna find it.
It's
and just put it-
indestructible.
yeah,
So you're gonna know the
Get the
song.
clip of him blasting the
When I
the
shoot the
clerk.
convenience
Yeah,
store.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Which is crazy.
My bad, bro.
Which is crazy because out of all of the folks that I would imagine with any kind of convenience store shooting, I'm gonna pick Shwem. I'm sorry.
Always.
I'm sorry.
Always.
I'm sorry, dude. Probably one of the nicer guys ever.
Yeah,
man.
like, he'd be like, he'd be like, give me your money and shit.
And shit. I love it.
You know how
man.
it is. I'm down bad, man.
All right, so
Help me out.
all right, so now we're back on track because I gotta get the full picture of everybody, right? Let's get into some of the fun stuff. What's the breakfast routine for y'all?
So we'll leave you last because yours is gonna be this godly fucking earth, like another world fucking. Definitely acai smoothies and bowls. Here's a little fun fact. I have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay,
It sucks. But like those berries really help me. But like that, fuck off. That and then like just like eggs and sausage. I can't eat meat, so I have
Yeah.
to eat like vegan stuff because
You
it
eat on
fucks my
steak no
stomach
more?
up. I can't eat nothing.
Dang.
They got some
Damn.
good. They got some vegan. Dude, restaurants out here be smacking. And since I've gone vegan, I've had so many things that I never thought I'd ever try that I'm just like, I will never not have this
Get
open
this.
mentality
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
this is
vegan
fucking
stuff's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
T, what's your breakfast routine?
I usually wake up and just drink coffee
Okay.
and wait till like noon to eat and feel insane, all day.
Feeling
I know I shouldn't. It's probably not the best for my mental, but I just can't get hungry. I will say, if I'm off, I'm gonna DoorDash Niecy's biscuits and gravy. That's my.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That sounds like okay.
saw that
It's a
today for
guilty
the first
pleasure
time.
and shit. He's off. He just had
I'm
an
like
episode.
dreaming about it now. So now I know what I'm doing for breakfast tomorrow.
He said tomorrow's breakfast is secured. All right, Shwem. What kind of muscle bound protein pack you got for us?
So I don't go too crazy in the morning. I like to ease into my day.
Okay.
So I try not to do any intense workouts till later on.
Okay.
But a lot of times I'll have to get up and train somebody else, right? Because I'm
Oh,
a personal trainer as well.
Oh snap!
So
Duh. That was an interview.
I'll get. I like eggs a lot, so I
Okay.
eat some eggs. Sometimes I'll have sausage, but not often. And then a protein shake with like at least 50 grams in it.
Okay,
I'll usually do
okay.
like oatmeal, the protein powder, ice, and then like some kind of frozen fruit.
What's the ice for? Just to kind of like
Just make it a smoothie. Put
Okay.
it in a blender.
got you texture and shit. Okay,
Yeah, no, I really don't go.
that's pretty
No,
simple.
but
I
you'll
don't go
call
too
me
crazy.
randomly and be like, "Yeah, dude. So, you eating like your chicken and rice? Like, bro, I have like the salmon and brown rice. Like,
That's not breakfast. though.
no, it's not breakfast, but throughout the day, there's plenty more there.
Yeah, so if I do eat carbs, it'll be like with breakfast. I like toaster waffles, which like,
Oh, shit,
it's not
yeah.
like the best for you, but like
No, those
in
are
the-
amazing.
Yeah,
They're amazing, yeah. And the way that my life is, it don't really matter.
they fit perfectly.
Yeah, I like to get that in the morning with some peanut butter on them.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, I try to get around like 50 to 60 grams of protein, just like as soon as I have an appetite.
Get it up, ready to go.
And if I don't have an appetite, I fucking smoke until I do, and that's
And then-
important.
yeah.
Seriously, like a lot of people, they're trying to get these gains, and they're like, "Oh, I can't eat," or "This don't taste good." And it's like, bro, do something to
'Cause you
get
gotta
that in
eat.
you.
You gotta
And,
eat.
I like to smoke. As soon as I smoke, I'll be hungrier and more open minded to trying new stuff. Usually.
Okay, so kind of a tangent, but you're in the gym. You're a personal trainer. Would you advocate for those that choose to smoke?
Oh, yeah.
Would you advocate for people that smoke
I do. I
for
love when
smoking and working out?
I love when I have clients who smoke because then I can be like, yeah, just smoke in the morning.
Let's go.
You'll be hungry. Get
just
that
like-
shit in. You need your macros, bro. But that's just because it's relatable to me, though.
Right.
know,
But
obviously.
as someone who understands the body and understands working out, do you
Smoke's
see?
bad. Nothing about the weed's bad. You
Okay.
can have edibles as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like edibles. All right. All right, so let's go. Spirit animals. We'll start with Teague.
I don't know that I've got one really. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that I've been
I get
asked
a
that
bird.
question. Yeah, you got
I feel like
the the phoenix.
Oh,
Okay.
see,
See, I got it
I
tatted.
can actually see that.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's real.
No, I can
it's real to
fuck-
me.
All right, so you already got your bird. You there?
Yeah,
You good?
yeah. Okay, there you go. I got an answer.
So
Never
he's got a
mind.
phoenix. All right. Swim.
I think like a turtle. To to be honest, like a sea turtle.
Ooh.
Like bro from Nemo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what I
Like,
envisioned the
Catch some
second you said
toasty
it.
waves. Yeah.
I've always
I
been
see
like,
it.
this guy is awesome.
You ever tried DMT, bro?
No, that sounds more like your phrase. I don't know why.
You'd be surprised. You asked him about
Ask him where he
what's
gets
your
it.
like what's your advice for you asked him what's his advice for health, and I was like, oh my god, the thing swims. Dude, DMT, man, just take one more hit. It opens up your mind.
It'll get you there. It'll get you
I was
there.
trying, dude. There was one. We were smoking DMT one time, and he was like, I was like, bro, you got to do this last one, and you'll really get it.
Right.
He's like,
No.
I'm good. I'm
No.
good. I'm like, dude, get it. And he's like, no.
See, that's that personal. Bro, you can't PT into fucking. Never mind.
But with
I was
that,
already zoning
if
out
you know,
there.
you know. That's you gotta get in there.
He's right.
But he had a good experience. You know, you don't have to force
was
a
fantastic.
certain experience on anybody.
Right.
But,
Fantastic.
it was a
So,
good
what
experience.
was your spirit animal?
It's an owl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He was
I feel
ready
like
for
owls
that.
You got a
seriously
bird, too.
fucking. Yeah, because I feel like owls have like followed me a lot of my life. There's been like moments in my life where I'll be like chilling and I'll hear like, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like,
Hey,
and I'm
Donny,
like, what the fuck?
is the owl in the room with us right now?
Dude, it fucking, yeah. No, and it's fucking owls and they're screeching. It's happened twice in my life, bro. You know how weird that is? Like to have
never
an
heard
owl.
owls.
It's like a, I don't
That's
know if
a
it's like
wild
maybe-
ass sound. I
It's
bet.
dude, it's
bet it is.
scary. It sounds terrifying. Like it sounds like a cat being mauled. And then one time I was driving on the highway, or I was driving on a back road, and I was smoking, and I was like singing a song, and I was like, yeah. And then a fucking owl comes and just smacks into my car while I was driving, and I was like, whoa! And it fucking like rolls, and I was like, and I fucking like pull over. Yeah, I hit an owl.
Oof.
Yeah,
I remember you telling me about that.
And
But
it was-
did you remember the run? The whoa! Like, was that a good run? No. Okay,
yeah,
I thought he was
it
gonna say
it was-
the owl like harmonized.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no, that would
no.
have been nice too.
No,
We
but
can't replicate that.
I ran to the fucking owl though, and like I like stayed with it for like 20 minutes until somebody came and
Oh,
finally
damn.
picked it up. It was alive, like it was like hurt. Yeah, and I,
Oh,
like, I like
shit.
took care of it like while. And then somebody eventually came and they were like a wildlife person. They like put like a jacket over it and like took it and like took it.
Oh, so I just assumed you had like
Dude,
destroyed
I
it,
swear
or
to
you know what I
God,
mean?
like,
Because you
fucking
hit it.
owls like, nah, dude, owls mean something to me.
Okay.
Dude,
all
every
right.
time I see an owl, it feels really special.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit.
Okay. All right. Y'all some metaphysical motherfuckers. No, I like that. I like that.
Dude, look at you. You got the necklace going.
You know, I try.
The bracelet?
I try.
What do you say every interview you start? What are you saying?
Bonjour is hello.
Wait, is that French?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
it's Haitian Creole. So I borrowed the
So you just
Creole
go on.
version of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But-
It sounds like bonjour.
Creole
It is. That's where it comes
French,
from. Bonjour.
right?
Oh.
Bonjour Creole. Haitian Creole is like the country version of French. So instead of bonjour, I say bonjour.
Oh.
Yeah, just to kind of flip it up. I like to be
Yeah. No, it
unique.
sounds nice. Yeah, it's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of unique, though, I wanted to first of all, the ultimate question is, I want to ask what are some of y'all's influences, but I want to take a moment and like give y'all your flowers, because I always take a moment and just be like, no, you guys are dope. People are dope, because the whole point is to make you feel good. What the fuck? Why not? Right? But what I find super dope about y'all is that, well, I haven't heard you yet, T. But I could say for Donny, and I can definitely say for Swim, you guys have such a unique fucking sound. And then knowing that you all take time to be like involved in the instrumentation, involved in the process, makes it even more unique. So it means like, yo, you really took some time to find yourself and to craft that sound that you're putting out. So kudos to y'all for what you do, how you do it, and like all the other shit, because we're enjoying it on the other end, man. Yeah, for real. Yeah, look at that. Throw some applause in the motherfuckers.
yeah,
Yeah, come on.
hell
Lift
yeah,
that
dude.
motherfucker up.
Yeah.
All right, so with that though, I want to ask, like, what are some of y'all's influences?
So obviously, as musicians, we could go into a fucking huge fucking
Yeah, we
list.
gotta
but
have a
I'll
limit
just
on this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will.
let's
I'll
like
cap
top it
out.
off at like 3. or
Yeah,
something
I'll
like
cap
that.
it out at 3,
Yeah.
and I'll go with like who means the most and who's like my most just relevant. So like the person that means the most to me, I've realized in the world when it comes to music, is Chris Cornell from Soundgarden.
Wow.
And like Audio Slave, and I just love grunge. And like, dude, Chris like taught me how to sing. Like I had never found my voice until I heard him. And I heard him before when I was younger, but when he died is when I was just like, I wonder who he was, because Chester passed away as well. And I was like, man, I love both those guys. And then I went and discovered all of Soundgarden and all of Audio Slave, and I was like, holy shit. And like the way he talked about things and said things and sang things, it like hit me in places I was like, dude, like
it
was like a dad speaking to me, you know what I'm saying, like teaching me like the ways of life, you know what I'm saying, like it was just like damn.
As it is literally like dad rock. It's like actually called dad rock.
Shlem's younger people don't listen to him. Shlem's younger. I'm 28,
that's who
he's
got me into
25.
it.
Either way, my all-time favorite artist, Chris Cornell. I'm listening to right now, and that's like my big influence for my next album. This band called Two Trains Left. They're from France. They're just like an easy core band, and they're fucking awesome. They speak English though when they sing, and then probably fucking honestly, if I had to say, yeah, probably Green Day. I love Green Day, and I've grown up with Green Day and Billy Joe. If he were to die today, I'd fucking bawl my eyes out.
Okay, so before we get to y'all, I not a one of these says hip hop.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean? So like, this is definitely a tangent. I apologize, guys. We're gonna get to that.
I think the Kansas
Hip-hop
City
is the easiest thing to get
into.
into.
I think the Kansas City scene is like what brought us all into it. Because I mean, it's not like even all of us. It's not like we all start out listening to rap and stuff. Like it was like as we got more culturally like included in music and like being part of the Kansas City scene, because the whole music scene out here is Kansas City.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, and it's like a big rap scene. And so it's like to be starting out and stuff. Yeah, like you said, and it's like, and like we all like I listen to tech. Like I used to listen to strange music all the time, bro.
Okay.
Like. I like, dude, if we wanted to be really legit, I could have even gone as far and been like, oh, Sus Crew was my favorite. You know, I fucking loved when tech came out with vintage tech, and like, I could have like dived, but rap is such a competitive music genre, I feel like, and it's like I love listening to rap because I'm gonna listen to it, not because I'm trying to like learn something from it, just because that's just not the genre I'm going for right now. When I listen to music, I usually listen to it because like it teaches me something about like a way of how I can make a new sound that I didn't know I could make.
Right.
And like with rap, it's like rap's more about like the individual, and
Right.
it's like when I listen to somebody, it's like rapping. It's because I want to listen to like what they're saying.
What that
and it's
person
not
is
like
saying.
that I want to steal anything that they're saying. Like I want to listen to like what this person's saying. What they're saying is their story.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna. If somebody's talking about like something they went through life, I'm not gonna like borrow that reference and put it in my song. You know what I mean? If I didn't go through it, you know what I mean? It's like whereas like. Because that's just kind of how rap is. It's like it's your story.
Right.
It's like what makes you individually like a rapper and stuff. And it's like when you get into like other kinds of music and stuff, it's like you can kind of like branch out into like different forms. Not saying you can't branch out with rap and stuff, because that's what Tech did. I mean,
Right.
fucking
That's
Tech
very
went
clear.
everywhere with rap,
Right.
bro. Like it doesn't matter if that's all he did. Like he fucking hit
But
every
he took
topic.
rap everywhere with him at the same time and inspired a whole legion or whole industry in itself,
100%.
right? All right, so we're caught up now. I was like, how do we get hip hop here? Because I still feel it. I feel
KC,
a vibe.
man,
I
Kansas
just like
City.
how. Okay, so Teague, musical influences. Give me 3.
I grew up on like the Blink 182 Green Day kind of vibe. That was always like where I started. As a producer though, like I definitely look up to Rick Rubin a lot. And we were talking about it yesterday. I was showing you the book, the book that he just dropped. I don't know if that's on your radar.
I've heard of it. I don't know the
Yeah, I
name
have
of
it,
it.
yeah.
But
Awesome.
Yeah. But like lately, honestly, most of what I listen to is like kind of Post Malone, The Weeknd, stuff that where I think, for example, Post Malone's done a really good job lately, like getting into any genre he wants. The song with Morgan Wallen, Smash, just is like whether or not that's your type of music, that shit fucking
it still works
rocks.
though, right?
Yeah, and then he, the way he started to where he is now, like that progression's really cool. But when I'm making beats and stuff, like I'm trying to kind of channel and emulate some of that like dark pop that The Weeknd was making early.
Okay.
I really like that vibe. But I also play the shit out of the guitar and love making like we have the one Cancer Moon where I made the whole instrumental and it's all me like playing guitar. And
He's crazy. He's crazy at making instrumental. That's an awesome song, and he's a crazy producer.
Okay, I'm gonna go. You guys need to go look that up, Cancer Moon, especially because we just passed retrograde.
yeah.
I felt like that was
And then I am dropping one on Friday the 22nd where it's like my first one going by Teague. I was going by a different name for a little while now, but I'm kind of hitting the reset, as I feel like is a sort of a theme that we've been talking about a lot too. And it's exciting because I feel like I've grown a lot as a producer in the last like 5-7 years since I started taking it more seriously.
Right.
But I really feel ready now to kind of put myself out there, band up with the boys, like make something fucking dope that people see and go, that is undeniable.
And why the fuck not? Because we're all gonna die. I love that. I love that. All right, Swim, you're up, man.
Influences?
Yeah, top
God,
3
so
music
many.
influences.
Insane. Okay, so he said Tech Nine. That was a huge one for me. So I'm not gonna put that on there.
Okay.
He said Blink. That's a huge one for me. So I don't have to put that on there. But those are both on there. But I got to go with Blue October because they just hit me every time, and every single time I listen to it, I'm like, how does it still feel this good to listen to this? This is crazy. Because a lot of times I listen to music and eventually it fades away.
Right,
The feeling you get.
That
With that
nostalgia,
band,
that-
it never stops for me. I'm
Okay.
like, wow, cool. That's a really good one. Pink Floyd is another one. Huge impact on me. Every musical part I've ever touched, and they've influenced in some way.
Oh, wow.
I just like really stoned music, like spacey, you know, like gaze off, like you know what I mean, like just real
Just
vibe.
have a chill and just be like, ponderous music and shit.
And when I first started like getting high as a kid, like the music stood out even more to me, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I always envisioned it like that has to be so hard to make, so I didn't even try. You know, maybe I did a little bit, but it was like really hard.
Right.
So I was like, man. And eventually, you know, I was really into like rap growing up, like from Tech Nine and Twisted Insane and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I started like getting really into rap and only rap, and I always get into like the really extreme stuff. So like if it's sad music, I want to listen to like the saddest music
Super,
ever.
yeah.
If it's like rap, I want to listen to the most like competitive, like fast paced, like intense music ever. Like,
Right here in the Midwest,
the real life
chopper
shit.
style.
And then being from the Midwest had a huge impact on me too, because I'm like, damn, I'm proud of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Pink Floyd, Blue October. It's hard not to say one of these other ones.
Say it.
Dude,
Don't The Cure.
Oh, The Cure! Oh,
How could you dare? This boy loves The Cure. He's one of their biggest fans.
You was gonna let them slide?
Any band from freaking UK, I end up getting really into. But The Cure, yeah, huge impact. And they do
You
the
like
same
Oasis?
thing for me as Blue October.
Yeah, Oasis is awesome.
Okay. A lot of people don't like
Oasis is
them.
dope.
A lot of people have a weird thing against
1975,
the Oasis,
another one of
but
my
I like
favorites
them.
that I listen to every single day.
I love the 1975.
Pale Waves.
Yeah,
Nobody knows about Pale Waves. I
Never
listen to them
heard of
every
them.
day.
I've heard them.
They're signed under 1975, so a lot less people know them. But they just put out the best album, like all year. Along
You
with
guys
The
have
Cure.
given me like and there's one good thing about asking this is I get some suggestions myself, right? So like Cancer Moon, Blue October, Pale Waves. Definitely gonna be looking this shit up.
Hell yeah.
Never heard them before.
What's
So-
your top one biggest influence on you?
Oh God, the number one influence on me is probably like 60s soul music,
Like
James Brown, Isaac Hayes, just all of that really like
Feel good, just
Etta
soul.
James, stuff that gets in your chest.
James Brown, the only one that I'm
Yeah.
familiar with.
Oh, go look up Etta James.
for
Go look up
real.
Etta James. Go look up anything from Cadillac Records or Stax Records.
Yeah.
That whole era.
I've
That
definitely heard of Cadillac Records.
yeah, go check. Not the movie. I'm playing. All right, so, this is for you. Is your sense of humor too intelligent, or are you just a fucking troll?
Fuck.
He's noticed. He's done some homework.
Give me some dad
Such
tea.
a troll, bro. I'm such a troll. You don't want to play games with me. I've been banned on Xbox like 3 times, dude.
I remember when I added you on Xbox the first time, you were like, yo, it might take a second before I can do voice chat because
I troll, bro. Me and my nephew, that's how we grew up, man. Xbox Live kids, bro.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Xbox.
Old Black Ops, Call of Duty lobby shit, man. I'm
His
telling
family
you,
could
like,
afford
it's
that.
in my life.
All right, so okay, with that, I want to ask though.
I'm always
You
getting
guys,
shit.
you guys are. I mean, you've got a band. You have this camaraderie. You got this energy. You guys got individual music and brands of your own, right? You're doing shows. You guys are doing a lot of fucking things, right? So, just being direct, is being an artist as dope as y'all make it look?
Who's answering this?
Either one of
We
y'all.
all might have different answers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the
I've
beauty
never
of
wanted
this.
to off myself as much as I have in my life until like now. So I want to say like no, but like I'm still going strong and I'm still here, and it's the main reason why I'm alive still. And I literally, you could put $2 million in front of me and be like, hey, quit music though, and I'd just be like, fuck off, and I'd probably still take the money, but I'd go make music. I would just,
and as long as I got the money,
we're good.
I love making music, bro, and it's just like that's what I'm saying about being a solo artist. It's so fucking hard, bro, and it's like mentally, it's one of the most stressful things I think a man or woman or anybody who tries to make music. It's like one of the most stressful things somebody can endure, because like you're having to like put yourself out into the world with the intentions of like wanting to be somebody. And like anybody could sit there and be like, oh, I'm not really worried about the money and fame. I mean, like, that's great. I mean, like, I'm not like worried about the money and fame either, but like I want to make it. Like I want to like, I want to be successful. I want to be able to like have money from my music and like, quit my job. Like I don't need to be rich, famous and shit, but like I need to be able to quit my fucking job.
Right. You need to be secure, successful.
Yeah. And I'm still working a 9 to 5. We all fucking are.
Right.
And it's like the whole goal of this is to fucking blow up. I mean, why else would we want to do this? Like, I want to be heard. I want everybody to hear me. I want to like rock shows. I want celebrities to like fucking comment on my shit, being like, dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want all of it, bro. Like, and I've wanted this like since I was a kid, and like, it's been 10 years as a solo artist, and I believe in like time. Like, I believe in like numbers. And like, it's literally been 10 years since I've been started making music, and like now I don't think it's a coincidence that after a decade, I've met Schwem, Teague. And then here we are, like making just fucking banger after banger, and like I'm about to drop this album, and it's awesome. Like I mean, seriously, bro, when you listen to it, bro, like it will literally be the most different thing you've heard come from Kansas City.
And the album is Pass The Retrograde. So I don't want to go into it a whole lot, but I want you to give us a little bit of tip, because I want to be surprised. You know what I mean? I want us to be shocked and awed by what the fuck we're gonna hear. But tell us a little bit of what we could expect.
Just
like how many tracks?
Like 10.
10 tracks,
and
okay.
I've dropped 3 singles so far, Way Out, Songs of the Dead, and then Ghost Town.
Oh, those are on the album?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I thought
like,
Ghost was like a Lucy.
No, it
that's
is like
fire.
the Lucy of the album, though, because it's like the one pop song that's like just straight pop, but like I loved it, and I feel like it kind of fit the whole like retro feel, like the way it sounded and shit. Because the album's supposed to be kind of like this like retro 80s, like just when I get all the artwork here soon, I'm gonna be posting like the actual artwork here soon of the album, but like it's kind of like an 80s retro theme, and the project is like, it's like as if Blink 182 and like A Day to Remember, I don't know if you know who they are, but it's as if they like formed and like had like a baby with like new age rappers. I don't know how to explain it. It's just
You
like,
just did.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You just did very well. I like, it's right up there showing. Like,
Yeah,
oh, man,
because like
there's
beat to it, but like there's like instruments, so it's not just like all this, like you wouldn't just sit there and be like, oh, this is like rock. It's like the shit is so original from this dude named Felipe out in Portugal, and his name's Good John Productions, but he's literally one of the best fucking producers I've ever heard when it comes to like instruments and like, not trying to make like hip hop beats. Like he makes like, dude, you'll hear these songs and like it's like there's bridges, there's fucking breakdowns, dude. Like I got him screaming on a couple of tracks, bro.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
you can scream.
Oh yeah.
You're so calm and chill.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the fuck
It
is
is
this?
always how it is.
It's totally. I get on stage, I'm another person.
Just then you lose. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. He loses his shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
that's Swim too.
Yeah.
Because you change. You get on stage and he
Yeah.
starts running around.
he's sweating.
Well, I get
I always
everything
know
that's
he's gonna take off
spinning,
his
y'all.
shirt. I
Man.
always wait for it, and I see it, and I'm like, there it
There
is.
it
It
is.
is.
Every other moment in the day is leading up to that for me. You know what I mean? So seriously, like music is so important to me that like I wait. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's a different side of me. It's just the side of me that I keep in.
So you get to
till the right moment.
Yeah, and then you're just like, I fucking love it. I love it. What sparks your creativity?
Other people being creative or just seeing something that's a good design, like, I can look at plants and feel the same thing as like if I listen to a really good song that I've never heard
shit.
before.
Okay.
Just intelligent design, I guess. I don't know.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Seeing shit that's like, damn, like that's cool.
That
Y'all
was
some
some deep shit.
Y'all some
That's
smart
real
ass
life,
stoners, man.
Dude,
I love this
I
shit.
could look at a flower and just fucking smile.
Dude.
You know what? Men need to say that more.
No, exactly.
Dude, I fucking love
bad mental
flowers.
health out
That's
here.
something me and him we have a lot in common. We really
Y'all
like
have a lot of flowers.
man.
Yeah. Okay.
Got a
So
lot of tats with the flowers.
that is a
and shit.
question I did want to ask. Worst tattoo? Because there's a lot of, I don't see any work on you, but I see a lot of work here for y'all.
He showed his chest.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
my bad.
awful.
You did. That had to hurt too. That chest had to hurt.
Oh, you mean like The most painful?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, this one sucks. I got this one. That was like the second tattoo I ever got. Peeled terrible, but
Right there.
definitely.
Oh God.
That don't look, it
Right
looks good.
there.
Sternum type
Like
shit.
right in that
Yeah.
middle
Oh,
spot. Oh,
God.
that shit.
Yikes.
That shit hurt.
Definitely my neck.
Yeah, I would
Definitely-
say-
But like to be fair, like behind the ears is honestly the worst. The Adam's
Girls
apple,
act like it's nothing.
I know. And I
Girls
always
are
say
like,
that,
"Eh."
but behind the neck, fuck, behind the ears was. I don't know.
I
It's
keep
just like-
hearing the Adam's apple like
Oh, it
it's
is.
I heard that
50-50.
makes you, like, throw up
Some
sometimes.
say it really hurts and some say it doesn't.
I mean, if you're getting like colored like I did, because it's colored, so it was like, zzz, so I
Yeah,
could feel my Adam's
gosh.
apple like fucking like pressing in, and I could feel my
good.
airway kind of like kind of
Yeah.
closing a little bit. Dude, it was kind of tough. Yeah.
How about you?
For most painful,
Yeah.
it was this 1999, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I
That
got
seems, but it's right there on like.
yeah. So I got this at the same time, and then as soon as that was done, we started on this one. Like there was no break or anything. So I guess I
your
used all my
adrenaline.
like
You had
adrenaline
fatigue,
on
yeah.
that.
You
so
were
it's just
done.
like this was just raw. Like I felt every bit of it, and plus there's like barely even skin. It's
Yeah,
just like
straight
bone.
bone and yeah.
Yeah,
I hate when tattoos get to that
either
point.
that or the hand. The hand like didn't start that bad, but by the time it was over, it was like, oh my god.
Let's get this done. Let's get this fucking done.
Yeah, mine was
Like I'm trying to like
swollen.
get away
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
The chest was pretty freaking horrible. I got this like that spider right there.
Yeah.
That's a really sensitive
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
I bet.
Okay, you guys got some extensive pain
It's
over
always
here.
worth the pain though. It's 100% worth
Yeah,
the pain.
and you keep going back. It's like
Yeah.
having babies for women.
As soon as the pain's done, you're like, well,
Try it again.
I've done it once.
All right, so we
Fuck
talked
my
about
mama.
the project. We talked about fitness. So, this is really an open-ended and vague question, but how many discarded songs, tossed, not deleted, do you think you have?
We were just talking about on the way here. It's so weird.
Recorded, written. What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
like I mean, for y'all, it probably falls on so many different stages. But it's just you could have started writing it and maybe got all the way to the end, recorded it, doesn't matter, whatever point. But you knew that this was going to be a fucking song, and then at some point you're like, this is not going
I
to go
feel like
anywhere.
the less you have,
But
I
you
feel
haven't stopped it. You won't delete it. You just put it there and forget about it.
I feel like the less you have, I feel like that means like the less critical you're being about yourself, which is not necessarily a good thing. It's like I have a fucking ton. I was just talking about that. I could like make like probably a whole mixtape with like some of all my unused shit. But the reason why it's unused is because like I always judge my music of like, okay, I made it, I wrote it, this is awesome, I recorded it, and I'm like, yeah, this is it in the moment. And I'm like, am I gonna feel like this tomorrow? And then I'll wake up and I'll be like, eh. And I'm like, so like, do I have to like put myself in a mindset to like this song? And I was like, eh. And I was like, do I want people to be like that too? Where it's like, I put out a song, they're just like, oh, it's a kind of a song where it's like only that kind of situation, like I'd have to be in that situation to enjoy that song. And it's like, I don't know.
Then why don't you delete the song? Why do you still?
Because I
have
think
it?
it's like always awesome to still listen to.
Yeah, I can't.
It's
Yeah,
still,
it's like-
I literally can't. I just can't make myself do it.
delete
what?
those.
I just can't delete the song.
I'm
I'm
mad about that too.
And I gotta say,
Pride.
my number's got to be like 100, maybe 200. Like I
Wow.
have
Yeah,
so much stuff on my hard drive. That
not
I've
even
dropped.
also like with vocals. Like he's also just got beats on beats on beats.
I
too.
showed him one
Like,
the other day that he got mad at me that I didn't put it out yet.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, like stop sleeping on yourself.
I mean, there's a bunch. I have a feeling that happens a lot with you,
Yeah, a little bit.
Mr.
That's
Warner
why we're here
Brothers.
now, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
All right, so look. By the way, this has been a hell of a conversation, guys. We're gonna have to find a way to double back on this, man. But we do got to take a moment here and get some sponsor questions. All right, a couple questions that come from Thrax Pastry. Nothing for sale here, but we definitely encourage you to spend some time, and you will enjoy the journey. This one's what we call the apology dish. I mean, I think I asked you this one, so if I didn't, or even if I did, we'll come around.
Not remembering it yet. But
Good. We haven't even smoked a blunt.
I did a whole
yet.
tour since then.
Okay, but this is called apology dish, and the way it works is, but let's say Teague has pissed off Donny, but he says the right things. Hey, bro, my bad. I apologize. But what's the dish that he can bake, borrow, buy? Doesn't matter. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. What's the dish that he can get you that you fucking get me? Come on, bro.
Yeah, so it's gotta be the red potatoes. You gotta make some red garlic mashed potatoes, some fresh green beans, and a poached salmon. And it's gotta be with the cream and a white wine.
He's not an
And I'll
easy
forgive
one.
you.
Wow.
You also gotta like have some candles lit.
Yeah.
He's from Lee Summit, remember?
You might need to write that
From
one out.
fucking Lee Summit, if you couldn't tell.
Can we do the pink? We gotta do
definitely
the salt
bougie
with the
one out of
pinky
it,
out or
yeah.
something, right? A little swanky. Swanky salt here, man.
Wear your chef hat. I bought it for you.
Damn, Dad. All right, so this one is for. All right, we're gonna pick on Swim here. We're gonna pick on Swim. This one actually comes from Pigwitch. Off-menu specials available right there on the list, down in the heart of the historic river market. So you don't even gotta play any games. Just walk in and pick what you want for Swim. You've been on tours, you move around. I'm sure you've come across that hole in the wall, that dive, where they have something it's not on the menu, but you just know they have that extra off-menu item, right? How do you go about ordering that? How do you go about asking them for that off-menu item?
I just talk to the people there. Whoever is like the most attractive bartender, I'm like, what's good, like,
Yeah.
to eat, like what's good to
like
eat
what
and
you
shit.
got.
And then they'll always come with that sort of answer first. Well, usually they'll mix in like their special they're supposed to push.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, but what I like, and then it's like, okay, now I'm listening. What
That's-
is this? And then they'll say some crazy shit, and you're like, give me that.
Give me that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Maybe
like
change
that.
it a little bit because like those, sometimes maybe like they don't like spicy or something.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, make mine spicy, but I want that.
Okay. You go with the old Roman technique, right? I like
That's the way
that.
to do it, yeah.
When in Rome, order what they
'Cause I don't
want.
fucking. I'll stare at the menu until the second like it's time to order, and then just that I guess like
Yeah. I'm bad at that.
I do it every time. Every time.
Okay,
High,
so-
sober, tired, wide awake. It don't matter. It's just ADHD.
So I got two questions here. What's the worst video game you've ever played?
I don't know, man. That's tough. There's so many bad games out there. Probably Cyberpunk 2077 on release day.
That was, oh my God, that was worse than the
It was
fucking
rough.
Jake Paul Tyson fight, man. That was,
Netflix just spinning for me. I didn't even get to watch the fight.
yeah.
Cyberpunk
was shit.
They
when
cleaned
came.
it up, and the DLC is pretty cool. But
Okay.
man, they
They released it too early or
borked
something.
that launch. Yeah.
Borked. Yo.
It was like just not completed.
Oh man, it was buggy. Anyone with like a PS4 on a last gen console couldn't play the game because it was so buggy.
It was shit. It
Yeah.
was complete shit. Complete shit. All right. So, unfortunately, I do got to get us up out of here. This has been a hell of a conversation.
has
I
been
got to ask, though. There's something I ask everybody on the way out. The one question I probably asked you this one before. Keep picking on Swim.
Hey.
When it's all said and done, when the show is over, when the record's done spinning, what is it you want the folks to walk away with as far as the experience for whether it be We're All Gonna Die or Donny Tewhigh?
At one point in that night, or like later on that weekend or some shit, I want somebody to be like, dude, you remember that fucking Donny guy that we saw the other night? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, that was actually fucking pretty dope. That's like all I ask for is just watch and then let it resonate.
Ooh.
And then just think about it. And then just like, cause it's like what I've noticed playing shows, like when you play something different nobody's heard before, even if people aren't like going crazy at first and people are just like watching you, they're literally watching you and like observing and like listening and like watching with their ears too. So like you might be playing something new and you might be like, oh fuck, are they not feeling it? But like, I'm not kidding. By the time the song's done, people are like, holy fuck. And I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Don't let that shit deceive you. People are actually like listening sometimes and like you want people to listen to you, bro.
It's an interesting feeling as a performer too.
Right. That
Like you get through the whole song thinking like, damn, like I can't wait to be done with this. And then at the end
like,
they're like
thinking, like,
going
oh, they're
crazy.
not
I
feeling
know,
it, yeah.
coming up,
stop, keep going.
yeah, coming up after like mentioning that shit specifically.
Literally how I
like,
met Steady
all right.
was from that night when he played. I think it might have been the first night I saw you two and you saw me. It was his show. I just did one song with him. And I was just literally, I just had 2 verses with him, and that was it. And
Doobie Show, October 19th.
it was Doobie, yeah.
Was it the
Doobie.
No Flowers?
No, it was
before
for
that.
Doobie.
Okay, so yeah, I met you guys after that
Okay,
show.
then it was, yeah.
Okay,
Well, either
okay.
way, I was only on one song with him. Like, that was just literally my set. I was just on a song with him, and I did my thing. We played Aliens in Vegas. So shout out, it's an awesome song of ours. And And at first we were just kind of like we could tell performing. We were just like, yo, like they're feeling it. And then afterwards, like everybody felt it. I did one fucking verse from that song, and then that's how I met Steady.
And then
so
went
that
from
one
there.
fucking verse brought Steady and like me together, and that's how I met you now. Like,
Hey, and I'm telling you,
that's how I did the No Flower show.
I've been bugging the hell out of you guys since that show. Since that show, I was like, I want to get an interview. I've been following you and paying attention, and I've been following you and
Yeah, I've
paying
been watching
attention.
you too, yeah.
You guys have been the shit, man. So
yeah, shout out Steady P, bro.
you definitely shout out Steady P. Shout out to fucking Indie Ground and that whole everything that they're doing. So, man, look, this has been a dope ass conversation, man. Bump Jonas here, and I just talked to the New Age Beastie Boys, but I'm gonna let them introduce themselves again before we get up out of here.
Donny Tewhigh, Tewhaigh. I know it's spelled weird, but it's a last name, so
It sticks. Once you get it, it sticks.
Yeah, I like it. I'm Teague. That's Teague. And check out my new song, Unlikely, on the 22nd. That's Friday.
Let's go. We all got these weird ass names. My name is Schwem. SCHWEM, since we're all spelling it. At Schwem _PAK stands for punk ass kid. Man, I know you didn't even ask me the question, but I want somebody to leave the show and feel like, damn, like I'm glad I was like around for that, and like I want to live more because of it. Even if it's just like one night or something.
I'm glad you said that.
Seriously,
That's fire.
No, he lives
That's
for
fire.
that. Yeah.
It is. It's huge when you know
We all
that
live
you
for that.
actually impacted somebody with your music. Like,
Right.
that is the moment as
Young
an
kids
artist.
too, bro. We've
that I
inspired young
feel
kids that
like-
have seen us and been like, dude, you guys are fucking awesome. We've had strangers in Colorado, literally a white stranger family. Literally, we were touring, we were in our fucking car, and we somehow performed in their backyard. The goddamn knows how this all
Craigslist.
happened.
We
We
put this on
performed for a
Craigslist.
fucking white family in Colorado. If you guys ever see this, we miss you. But they let us stay in their fucking basement and like sleep there. We woke up, they like made us food, and their kid loved us. We gave him a shirt and stuff. It was
What?
crazy,
Kid's still a fan.
bro.
Kid's like maybe even 18 now. Like,
Yeah,
Shout out
16,
Peter and his
something,
family.
See, that's
What
the
up,
kind of
Peter?
shit.
He's
though.
a cool ass kid.
That's
He
the
makes
kind of
music of
shit.
his own now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Probably because of that
That
experience.
inspiration.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
But that's the kind of shit that not only does it stay with them, it stays with y'all. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
100.
gonna keep doing this because
we were younger
of
when that happened, so.
See,
Like,
I-
the hype is cool. It's cool when people are like, yo, 6 whatever. But when it's like somebody where you're like, yeah, some kid who's like, I'm going to do this now too.
Right.
You're just like, man,
That was why.
this is a
That was
special
why.
thing that we're doing, you know?
And I'm
We were
getting
those
paid. No
kids.
kidding.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, we were those kids.
Exactly.
That's what got us to here. So
God damn, man, this has been a hell of a conversation, y'all. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly. We're gonna have to spin the block and do this again. With that, though,
Yes, sir.
I gotta say, as I always say to get us up out of here, love yourself like you try to love the world. Do something to earn your place in the world this week, and just be a dope motherfucker, y'all. You have a good one. And pass the retrograde while we're at it.
Hey, pass the retrograde to the left, boy. Shit.
Like,
That was awesome, dude.
thank you.
oh, thank God. I was like, are we doing this now? Are we smoking first?
We're gonna do the work first.
I was really worried.